What's up YouTube? Back today with another fishy vlog, and today we're going to be doing a full tour of my fish room and all my aquariums. I've never really done a full tour before besides way back in the day, and if you guys missed that video, go watch that to see how far along we've gone. But today what I want from you guys is to stick around to the end and drop a comment below and let me know which one of my aquariums is your favorite. Alright guys, so we're going to start the tour off right here in my basement. This is my 125 gallon African Cichlid peacock and hap aquarium. There's also one Starry night cichlid, which those guys are from Madagascar. Everything else is from Lake Malawi. There's also one featherfin synodontis in here as well, which I think is back over there in the corner. But I have about 35 fish in here at the moment, and it's pretty much all male aquarium besides like one or two females that snuck in here. All sorts of species. If you guys know what kind of fish this is right here, I would appreciate it if you guys could drop a comment for me and let me know. I'm pretty sure this is a sulfurhead hap, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, there's a bunch of beautiful fish in this aquarium. As you guys can see, this is my Showtank. This is in my living space in my basement, and then that's the actual fish room up there. But we're gonna go ahead and get there here in a second. But before we get into that fish room, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot up to my bedroom and show you guys my betta fish tank, and then pick up back down here. This is my bedroom tank right here. This is a 20 gallon long. It has 3 dividers in here from Life with Pets and 4 different betta fish. That's what this aquarium house is. So each betta has about 5 gallons or so of water, and each divider, each separate tank has its own sponge filter. You can barely see it, but this tank is going through a crazy algae bloom, as you guys can see. Look at that. But yeah, I don't know, I've just kind of been letting it go. It looks insane, and yeah, I'm just kind of seeing where it goes, and I haven't been really messing with it. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite tanks. I get to enjoy this tank a lot. It's in my bedroom. I have not finished this tank yet, and I haven't really showed it on the channel that much, but one of these days I'm gonna get around to finishing this tank and scaping everything how I want it and getting all these algae out of here, because I'm sure a lot of people are probably not a huge fan of that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the camera back up in the fish room and get on with the tour. Alright guys, so we made it back in the fish room. I know my betta fish tank isn't looking the greatest right now, but I have a lot of aquariums to take care of, as you can see. So anyways, we're gonna move into this tank right here. This is the first tank that greets you into the fish room. This is a 40 gallon breeder with Lion's Cove, with all mbuna in here. It's a bunch of Lion's Cove, there's super red top hongies and Africobus in here. As you can see, they're breeding in here as well. There's a bunch of babies that hide out over there underneath the sponge filter. So this tank's doing really well. They breed a lot. And I also have some more Lion's Cove fry right here as well. Super excited about that. I think those are slept-on fish. They're super beautiful. They're not really colored up at the moment because I just turned the lights on, but whenever they color up, they're really nice. They show a bright yellow. And there's also a lot of fighting going on in this aquarium. Ever since I had to put this zebra OB in here, he's kind of stirred everything up. So eventually all these fish are going to be moved out of this aquarium. But anyways, there's also this tank right here, which is just empty right now. It's kind of like an emergency tank, so I always have a backup around. The reason why I don't have this set up at the moment is because it's right on the ground, so it's kind of hard to maintenance or whatnot. So I just have that empty right now. And then moving up the stairs in the fish room, who greets you is my guy Tony. The big flowerhorn. And this is probably everybody who comes over favorite fish. They love this guy. He's got a great personality, as you can see right here. Get over here! Look at him. Yeah, he's just a handful. And whenever anybody always recommends me or asks me what kind of fish I'd recommend, if they just want one fish and not a huge tank, I always say flowerhorn. These guys are super personable, and I just absolutely love them. they're a fun fish to have, and they're just unique in their own way. But anyways, right below this tank right here is another 40-gallon breeder, and this tank is a breeding tank that I have of ivory head mulattoes. There is 2 males and 6 females, and then there's also this one oddball right here, which is a star sapphire cichlid. That's for one of my buddies that hasn't came and picked it up yet, but yeah, soon enough he'll be out here, and then it'll be a species only tank for breeding. But this tank hasn't been set up all that long. If you go back to my last video, you guys will see me setting this up. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and go back and watch that video. Do it! And then we're gonna move over here. So this is another 40-gallon stacked tanks. These are all 40 gallons right here. Nothing up there, obviously, but some air.
Duh.
And then right here is a grow out, and you can see they just stirred up the tank, so it looks a little foggy right now, but anyways, this is all fish that I have bred right here in my fish room. There is some snow white albinos, there's albino kobus, lion's cove, ob truvasis, zebra obs, there's white labs in here. There's a good mixture of a little bit of everything, all sorts of flavors in here. So look at them guys down there. I don't know why the white labs, these are like one of the first ones I bred, but they're just not growing. But as you can see, everybody else is doing really well. These fish are only probably, I don't know, 6 months or so old, maybe, not even that. But yeah, everybody's growing super fast. I need to upgrade them out of this aquarium or separate them, yada yada. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, moving on to the next aquarium, right below this one is obviously another 40-gallon breeder. And this aquarium, oh, there he is. Wow! This is an iceberg fryer Y, a German strain that I got from a local breeder, and they're just absolutely amazing. I'm thinking about trying to breed this guy and get him some really nice females to put in here. And there's also an Cygnus in here. I always use this tank for a quarantine tank because these are obviously my newest fish. So I haven't got around to adding these guys in the main tank, but they're about ready to. They've probably been in here for about a month now. So yeah, I gotta get these guys figured out what tank I want to put them in and so on. But I really would like to breed that fry right. He's just absolutely stunning. Because he's probably only 3.5 inches, and you can see his colors are just out of this world. So yeah. Moving on to the next tank over here is a BOD grow out. There's a bunch of BOD in here, and there's a couple oddballs, as you can see. I bred that dragon blood. There's a male and female dragon blood. There's one white lip, and then there's a black widow frontosa in here, and then a group of 10 to 12 Petricola synodonis. As you can see, he just swam in there, but them guys are one of my favorite all-time fish. There's probably a group of like 4 to 6 of them in this rock, and they just hang out in there all day, and they're just super fun to watch. They just got a really good personality, so absolutely love them guys. And that's actually a female right there. I think that she's getting ready to lay eggs because she's super fat, so I'm guessing soon they're gonna lay eggs. I don't know how it's gonna work because I'm pretty sure that they'll use female African cichlids, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, you can see more back hiding there. And then down below is another 75-gallon tank, which I've always used this tank kind of as like a hospital tank, but I had a really bad catastrophe in this tank not too long ago. There is just one OB peacock left in here, as you can see, that guy, and then 4 pictus catfish. So yeah, I lost a lot of fish recently in this aquarium. Aww. If you guys want to know what happened, go ahead and watch one of my last videos and I explain it in them. But yeah, sad day in the fish room for me, but you know, things happen. It's kind of part of the hobby. So alright, moving on down right here. This is my 90-gallon Planet Aquarium. And I've been doing a lot of traveling recently, so I had a lot of time to be here myself, personally, taking care of everything. So my plants aren't doing the greatest. As you can see, they're my Amazon sort's kind of dying off, and yeah. a whole lot of whatever, but you know, everything else gets handled and taken care of. But I have 2 angelfish in here. I have a school of 15 rummy nose tetras, some albino swordtails, Julie Do chromis in here. There's a L33 pleco, and a couple. There's 6 albino corridoras and some coleoloches. There's like 4 coleoloches, I think, and that's about it. Oh yeah, can't forget these guys right here, the black neon tetras. I got 5 of them guys. Those guys used to be housed with my beta fish in that 20 long before I decided to separate it and put multiple betas in that one tank. So pretty cool to see where those guys end up. But I'm actually debating on taking this tank down and moving all these fish into a smaller aquarium, which I'm thinking either this 40 gallon right here or the 65 gallon right here, because I'm debating on, obviously there's just like, honestly this tank could just have more potential than what it is right now, and I think that they would be nice in this aquarium right here. It's kind of my centerpiece of the fish room. As you can see, I forgot what style aquarium it's called, but you can see, you can view it from all sides pretty much. Look at that water, crystal clear water. But yeah, I'm thinking about making this 90 gallon my all albino tank instead of this aquarium right here, or I could just make it a grow out aquarium for all the other babies down there that need upgraded in that 40 gallon, because I also have a lot of albino fish in that 40 gallon, and I'm debating on, I'm probably just going to keep all the albinos out of that tank. So I'm thinking about putting them all in here with these guys, just watching them grow out, because this is probably, I don't know why, I just have a thing for albino fish. So but yeah, and this is a 65 gallon right here. This is my all albino tank. As you can see, I got some heat up in here. That's albino flavescent. I got the albino sunshine over there, albino dragon blood, albino afrocobus. Yeah, there's a lot of really nice fish in here, and I absolutely love these fish. So I just think it'd be dope to give these guys a 90 gallon aquarium and have that my albino only tank. But I don't know what I would do with that huge centerpiece driftwood right there. But yeah, maybe for a later date. So if you guys want to stay up to date with my channel and see what I do with everything, consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'd greatly appreciate that. And let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, if I should add it in this tank right here or this tank right here. So a lot of moving around, a lot of things to do. Who knows what the fish room is gonna be in a couple months, because if you go watch my first tour, I think it was 8-9 months ago, the fish room looks completely different. Alright, so getting down into my favorite area of the fish room, this is my 125 gallon Starry Night aquarium right here, and I have 10 Starry Night cichlids in here. Pretty big fish. They got a lot more growing to do, but in my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful fish, freshwater fish you can get. And then I also have 4 star sapphire cichlids in here. Well, 5 technically, because I have 1 female in here. But them guys are starting to chip up real nice. I have the platinum azules, eureka reds. I have some bigger BODs, which I'm thinking about adding into the other tank. Now that the grow outs are getting a little bit more size on them, that I can add these guys back in the tank. I have some OB fryer eyes. I have yellow, or that's a Z-Rock right there. I have a yellow blaze right here. I have some really, really beautiful fish up in this aquarium. And then I also have the Lapiduchromis, blue otter Lapiduchromis right here, which I have 1 male and 3 females. And I also have them all down here, which I'll talk to you about them guys here in a second. But I also have this albino bisher. Yeah, this tank is just absolutely beautiful. Turn off the light to see if that helps a little bit. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite fish tanks that I have. Just the style of this tank, I absolutely love it. I have the zebra rock. I want to get some better lighting on this tank. It does a nice job, but it's only a 4-foot LED, so it doesn't light it up edge to edge. As you can see, my other iceberg fryer eye. And this line's a nice line still, but it's nothing like that other one. That other one is just absolutely amazing. So I want to get some females for him and breed them. Yeah, I also have this albino eye biter, which could go in that 90 gallon if I switch it over. But yeah, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drop right below this tank. This is another hospital tank. I have my big OB fryer right in this aquarium. He had like an ulcer or something on his tail, but it's all healed up. You can see his tail looks fine back there. But yeah, this is just a quarantine tank to get him back healthy and able to add in a new aquarium, or back into the aquarium. And then this tank right here is just a 10 gallon grow out. I have some of them Lapidochromis blue otters in here. These guys take a very long time to color up, so yeah, probably a few more months before you even see a hint of anything on these guys and be able to sex them. So, but yeah, these guys are looking to get an upgrade here soon. I don't know how many's in there, but I have quite a few in this tank, and as you can see, they're just edge to edge filling it up. So it's time for them guys to get an upgrade. And right here, my top three. This is definitely my top three. My favorite style aquarium that I have. This is either a 92 gallon or a 110 gallon bow front corner aquarium. When you search the measurements of this tank, it says it's 110, but 92 gallons the more common corner aquarium that you will find. So that's why I said I'm not 100% sure on which one it is. But anyways, this is my mbuna aquarium right here. This is the OB Truvasis that I bred, that I have down in that 40 gallon growing out. I have a bunch of them guys. I've sold a lot of fish out of this tank because I'm getting ready to add the other mbunas from that 40 gallon into here. Alright guys, that's probably it for today's video. If you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate you guys watching. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and drop down in my description below, and I'm going to put the link to my first ever YouTube tour of my fish room. And you guys can check that out and see how far everything's gone, where it was back then about eight or so months ago, which was my first vlog of my fish room. But anyways, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you guys get updated every time that I post a new video, to stay up to date with everything in the fish room. Because as you guys can tell, the fish room changes a lot. It's always something new, always something going on, and you never know what the next video might be. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. I'm out.